All right, number 14. We have a private jet flies the same distance in 4 hours that a commercial jet flies in 3 hours. If the speed of the commercial jet was 100 miles per hour less than 2 times the speed of the private jet, find the speed of each jet. So what we need here again is two equations. We're going to label one of them P. I'm going to let P be the private jet, speed of the private jet, and I'm going to let S be the speed of the commercial jet. Okay, so one equation that we need to be familiar with is distance. Okay, distance equals speed times time. Okay, so if I'm driving 60 miles per hour for 2 hours, I'm going to go 120 miles. So this is the distance equation we all need to be familiar with. So what we know is that a private jet goes the same distance in 4 hours that a commercial jet goes in 3 hours. Okay, so I don't know those two speeds yet, but I do know the distance is the same. So I know the private plane speed times 4 hours is equal to the commercial jet speed times 3 hours. Okay, the distance is the same. So speed times time equals distance, speed times time. So both of those are the same. Okay, so that's one equation we need. If the speed of the commercial jet, so the commercial jet, so C, commercial jet, the speed of the commercial jet, that's what C represents, was 100 miles less. So I'm subtracting 100 miles less than 2 times the speed of the private jet. So 2 times the private jet speed. Find the speed of each jet. Okay, so I have two equations. This equation, this equation. This one is already set up for substitution, so I'm going to substitute this in for C, and then we'll be able to solve it. So this is 4P equals, instead of C, we're going to write 2P minus 100. This is being multiplied by 3. Okay. So distribute 3, so we got 4P equals 6P minus 300. Okay. Subtract 6P to move the P's together. That will give us a negative 2P equals a negative 300. And then finally divide by negative 2. And we get the speed of the private plane is 150 miles per hour. Okay. So now that I know P, I'm going to plug that in up here. So now I have 150 times 4 equals C times 3. So 150 times 4 will give me 600, so that will be the distance, and then 3C divided by 3, and that will give me 200 was the speed of the commercial plane. So we get the two speeds that way. So the private jet is going to be 150, commercial is going to be 200.